Hello, class. I'll be presenting a couple of different areas. I will be providing a profile of the student I did my case study on and listing some community resources that are provide support for my student in my case study, could possibly provide support for the other students in our presentation, and may be useful for you and the families you guys work with. The student I profiled, SM, is an 11-year-old student in fifth grade. She attends an independent school in the Mission. She has been there for the past 2 years. And she was born in Mexico and immigrated with her family to the United States in 2008. Her family background, she is the middle child in a family of three. Her mother and father are together and live together. Her older brother is also at the school, and she also has a younger baby brother. Um, the family situation is complicated. The older brother um, is a source of anxiety for her. She claims he can be a bully at home and make it difficult for her to do her work. The younger baby brother, is also in need of child care when the parents are out working, and SM spends a significant amount of time caring for her. The mother is the primary school contact, but her proficiency in English is limited, and so is her use of email, which make it challenging because that's how most of the communication happens at the school. Despite her academic challenges, which are clear from progress reports from her public school, the Tenderloin Community School, she was not set up for an evaluation until 2011. And when that did happen, it did find math learning disability. We suspect and have some evidence that there are more complications in her learning profile. She scored in the third percentile or lower in all her subjects. Those include reasoning, language, grammar, computation. But in the evaluation, she was found to be in the average range for everything but math learning disability. So this might be an area for further study for the school and for her family. Since she attends independent school, she does not have an IEP, but she does have areas of support, sources of support. They include the SMART program, which I'll talk about more. She attends GLIDE, attends an organizational support group, and is part of a math remediation group. As far as the organizational support group, this is an after-school meeting with a learning specialist where he goes over the homework, checks the planner, the binder, any complications or misunderstandings about homework and classwork so that the student can then work successfully that evening, and SM attends that. And then there are a few community resources that I wanted to go over, that I want to go over, and we'll take a look at the website to see exactly what they do. And they include Glide, support for families, Railton Place, and then Appengia Learning. And I also want to talk about some of the implications of this. I've listed private sources, and they're not culturally or linguistically connected to our students' backgrounds. I also want to talk about ones that connect to the student culturally or linguistically, and they include the Filipino Community Center, the Bayanihan Community Center, La Raza. I have not been able to find any El Salvadorian community resources, but there's plenty of Spanish-speaking or Hispanic community sources. So let's take a look at a few of them. So to start with, the SMART program is a mentoring resource team, and this is for financially disadvantaged but motivated students and families. The main goal is to channel these kids to independent schools and to set them up for a greater chance for college. And they provide tutoring, meetings, support groups to help those students in the program. And SMN is in that program, although the support has not been as specific or as directed as SM needs with her somewhat significant difficulties with learning. The next one is Glide, which is a wonderful community resource and something for all of us to check out. And here, the Advancing Families section is of most interest. This is where SM gets therapy with their family and tutoring support. And they also provide a warm community feeling for SM and her family. Support for families of children with disabilities is another wonderful resource. This provides support for families to access the special education system so that their children can get the services they need and be successful in the education system. The SF Homeless Resource is a wonderful wiki, and from that I want to highlight Railton Place, which doesn't really meet the needs of the students in our case study, but might be useful to you guys in the class. It's a comprehensive residential program for children who are exiting the foster care system because of age and are in a challenging situation. And they provide a wealth of resources for a few that are in the program. Appengia Math is an online learning program that provides a chance for students to log in, be identified, their areas of weakness identified and remediated, and that data to be provided. SM is scheduled to do 90 minutes of this each week, although because of the challenging home situation, lack of access to computers, lack of follow through, has not been fully involved in this program, and we're working to make sure that she's a full participant. And then some of the other ones that I mentioned briefly, the Filipino Community Center and the Bayanihan Community Center in Soma and La Raza might also be useful for us. The questions I would like you guys to consider in your discussion um, are are there community resources that would be appropriate based on family background or linguistic background? And how do we compare those with ones that are non-specific in that way? What do we expect from the Filipino Community Center compared to Glide, for example? And then are there community resources that you guys know that support the families and students that you guys work with? Thank you for listening and watching my part of the presentation, and I'm sad to miss our discussion, but I'm with 53 fifth graders in the Pinnacles right now, and so thank you for accommodating my schedule.